Good morning, you all. Good morning. My name is Caleb Kemp, and I'm with the Little Bit Foundation. And on behalf of our CEO, Miranda Jones, as the whole agency, we'd like to welcome you all to our VTS, which is our virtual transferable skills seminar that is brought to you by Citi. So we are here live today at Riverview Gardens High School, the home of the Rams. So please give it up for yourselves for being here as our live audience. For everyone online, we thank you for joining us. And today, it's all about Show Me the Money. So right now, I will bring up my other coordinator, college and career coordinator, Callie Ingram, and she'll give you a few housekeeping rules. So please give it up to Miss Callie Ingram.
Good morning. Good morning. Just a few housekeeping rules for those that we have online this morning. Want to remind that all students to be signed into the link in the chat, and you'll be entered into a Visa gift card drawing on today. And if you are a class watching, please be sure to send over your class roster via email to ensure every student has the opportunity to win. Y'all ready to show me the money? Y'all don't sound excited. Okay.
Thank you, Callie. We appreciate that. So just Little Bit Foundation, we serve students from A all the way to seniors in high school. We serve about 15,000 students a year. That ranges around 50 to 56 schools each year. So you guys are part of that. We're glad to be here with you all today, and we're happy to have you guys here with us. Thank you, Principal Dr. Smith and his whole staff for putting this together, making sure that we were able to be with you all. So while we're here today, we're excited to welcome DeVonte Jackson from the Scholarship Foundation. Yeah, give it up for him. Give it up for him. So DeVonte has served as a student advisor for 2 years, connecting with students across the region to ensure that they have access to higher education opportunities. He is passionate about giving back to young people and helping them achieve their personal and professional goals. So before we get started, I need y'all to give me a little energy. On the count of 3, I need y'all to say, "Show me the money." All right? Does that work? Put it in the chat. Make sure y'all put that in the chat as well. So here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Show me the money.
There we go. Let's give it up for Mr. DeVonte Jackson.
Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing today? Y'all doing good? Thank you for being here with me today, and the viewers online. Thank you for logging on and being with us this morning. So today I will be covering a lot of information regarding scholarships. Anybody in here are ready to go to college? All right. So y'all got a plan with how to play for college? A little bit? Okay. So we're going to talk about some scholarship information as well as some financial aid basics. So a little bit about me. Again, I work for the Scholarship Foundation of St. Louis. I'm really passionate about pouring into the youth and getting them where they want to be, essentially. So a little bit about the Scholarship Foundation. We've been in the St. Louis area for over 100 years, and our main goal is to get students that want to go to college to and through college. And so we do that with advising services, including financial aid, FAFSA, as well as helping you all with decision making when it comes to the offer letters that you're getting from schools, understanding which schools are most aligned with you as far as affordability. And then we also have scholarship opportunities for you to apply to, which I will be talking more here this morning. So let's get started with our agenda. All right, so I will be covering financial aid basics. I will have a slot talk about all of our scholarships. We will be discussing scholarship timelines, as well as local resources where you can find these scholarships, including My Scholarship Central and, of course, the Scholarship Foundation of St. Louis. So let's get started. All right, so financial aid basics. So there are 4 types of financial aid that students can apply to apply to their schooling. So one of them is need-based. So what might I mean by need-based financial aid? Does anybody have an idea, or anybody online have an idea about need-based financial aid? Any volunteers? No volunteers? Okay, so need-based need-based financial aid really means students has financial need, and so we can assess that from the FAFSA, which is the free application for federal student aid. So how many of you all know about the FAFSA? How many of you all completed the FAFSA yet? All right, so a few of y'all. Okay. So it is very, 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 very important to complete your FAFSA as it determines financial aid eligibility. So for those scholarships, loans, work study, just money for you to pay for school, right? So merit-based aid. What might I mean about merit-based? Anybody in the crowd or online want to give that a shot? Go ahead. Correct. Got a job. Thank you. So, yes, merit-based aid is contingent upon your grades, achievements. And so next we have gift aid. So gift aid essentially means just free money that you do not have to pay back, right? Versus self-help aid, which includes work study. So there's opportunity for you to work on campus to earn money to go towards to pay your tuition, as well as some other self-help aid features are loans. So those are money that you can apply to your schooling that you do have to pay back. And some sources that you might find these are federal, state government, as well as colleges and universities, also community organizations, foundations, and nonprofits. So I'll talk a little bit about that in my later slides as well. All right, so determining financial need. So really this is an equation here to help you understand the amount of need that you would be able to apply for. So the cost of attendance is the total estimated cost for 1 year for your institution, which includes tuition, books, fees, housing, and then personal expenses as well. And your student aid index is the number that comes from your FAFSA, and that represents what the government expects for your family to contribute to your education. So next we have other financial aid assistance, which include private scholarships, as well as state grants that you've already been awarded. So you take the student aid index, you subtract that, and then you subtract the other financial assistance as well. So one thing about the student aid index is it is a scale. So the lowest that you can go is a negative 1,500 to a million. And so the lower that number means that you need more financial assistance, essentially. And so you get to the amount of need, which shows the financial help that you're eligible for through Pell Grants, as well as work study and institutional aid, which comes from your school that you can apply for. And so we already talked about gift aid. So you would subtract gift aid from your amount of need, and that's that free money that you would get, as that would be scholarships, as well as other work study as well. And so what comes underneath that is the sum of your unmet need. And so that is that gap that you would need to pay for the rest of your schooling. So definitely use this equation as you are getting your offer letters from school to understanding what is left to pay for college. All right, so we talked about the FAFSA, which is the free application for student aid. It is completely free to file at studentaid.gov. This is the primary financial aid application. It is now open, as I stated before. And what's special about the FAFSA is you will need your FSA ID. So your FSA ID is essentially your username and password that you would need to get into the application. And so the student would need it, as well as their contributors, which includes their parent, your parent, or their parent spouse as well. So just know that you all would need that ID to enter in for the application. So it calculates your SAI, again, is your student aid index, which is the number that the government expects, or the amount the government expects for your family to contribute to your education. And so the Scholarship Foundation definitely helps with completing your FAFSA. So if you ever need assistance, reach out to us, and I can provide that information a little later of how you reach out to us. All right, talking all about scholarships. All right, so some sources you might find scholarships on a national or local scale. So you can find these at charitable organizations. as well as foundations, which include foundations, nonprofits. So with charitable organizations, scholarships align with these groups' mission and values, and often include mentorship and networking opportunities. So these focus on organizations that reflect your goals and interests. Foundations as well. These especially have renewable opportunities. So talk a little bit about renewable scholarships in the later slides, but these essentially are scholarships you can use each year. So you don't have to worry about, okay, how am I going to get to pay for each year? So meeting the requirements of that can lessen the burden of you, finding money to go to school. All right, nonprofits. So these are mission-driven and impact-focused organizations that help students, help them go to college, essentially. So seek nonprofits that you know about on a local scale. Corporations as well. So these are often industry-specific and great for career-aligned majors as well to help, and also may include mentorship and networking opportunities as well. So keep corporations in mind. All right, next, social organizations. Scholarships may be offered through clubs, sororities, and fraternities as well, and other community groups. They reward leadership and involvement in an organization. So check with groups that are active with these scholarship options. So again, features include need or merit-based. So students that have more financial need, or merit-based, which students can earn scholarships through their GPA or achievements. Again, gift aid is something that does not need to be paid back. So this is the main feature of these scholarships. Each scholarships sometimes have their own separate applications, but it is essential to complete the FAFSA to be eligible for these opportunities. So make sure that you're completing your FAFSA. All right, so some key considerations about scholarships. They should be no fees or payments required for these scholarships, and they're accessible and inclusive to you. Some other considerations. What might I mean versus one time versus renewable? What is a one-time scholarship? Anybody in here have an idea, or anybody online want to answer? For how long? Yep, for 1 year. Yep. Thank you for participating. So, renewable. What is renewable? I touched a little bit on it earlier. Yep, you get it more than 1 year, but what's one thing? Exactly, you got to meet the requirements. So one time versus, good job, thank you. So one-time scholarships are for 1 year, and then the renewable are for each year that you meet the requirements. All right, so next is portable. So what might I mean about portable scholarships? What does portable mean? Yep. Thank you. Yep, that is correct. So they can be these scholarships can be portable, but just make sure that you're checking specifically on each scholarship, because all of them aren't portable. Just make sure that the specific ones that you're looking for has that consideration. All right, so click to apply versus full application process. Go ahead, Will.
Someone asked online, is it possible for when they answer a question, can you repeat back the answer for the folks online because they can't hear them?
Okay.
I appreciate it. Thank you, DeVonte.
Will do. All right. So next, click to apply versus full application process. So essentially, click to apply is a fast and simple way to enter for these scholarships. Most times, these are on a national scale. And so they're open up to a lot of different students across the nation, versus full application process where they might include local opportunities. And so it takes a little bit longer as far as entering the information, completing essays. So be mindful of these types of scholarships. and their application processes. Next is impact on institutional aid. So specifically with this, just be mindful of when you are accepting outside scholarships that sometimes schools take that in consideration and sometimes take away funding that they have already offered students. So please be sure to check in your policies with schools on stacking scholarships. So that would be a great question to ask to make sure that you don't get your funding taken away. So please be mindful of that when searching for scholarships. All right, next, successful scholarship searches. Researching local opportunities first. Why might I advise for you to search for local opportunities first? You said it a little bit louder. Not quite. No, not cheaper. So we had 2 comments that said that local opportunities are cheaper. Not quite. Any others? Go ahead. Exactly. So the student said, thank you. More opportunities since they're close to you, and that's correct. And it's less competition, right? As well as the higher odds that you might acquire these opportunities. And so next I say search nationally last. Why might I offer that? Why might I say that? I'm sorry. No, not quite. It's not less opportunities. Good try. Go ahead. Right, exactly. Yep. So the student said that can be harder to acquire due to the large pool of students that will be vying for these opportunities. All right. So next thing to be mindful of for scholarship searches is to read the eligibility criteria carefully. And so you don't want to go and do all this work, complete all the essays that they're requiring, submit all this information, spend all this time, and you're not qualified. So just make sure that you are qualified for these opportunities, reading the instructions carefully and making sure that you have everything that you need. Also, you want to make sure that your skills and goals align with these experiences, and your experiences align with the requirements as well. Next, keeping track of deadlines. So making sure that you are keeping track of each scholarship that you are applying to, whether it is a spreadsheet, whether you're going old school and printing it out and putting it in a binder, putting it in your calendar. Definitely is good to keep track of these because you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out on these opportunities because these deadlines are sometimes hard and they don't shift for these requirements as well. All right, so things to be mindful of. So never pay for to apply for scholarships. All right. So if they are asking you to apply for the pay for these scholarships, it might be a scam, right? Next, deadlines. Again, want to hone in on deadlines as most deadlines are strict and there are no extensions for these. So make sure that you are highlighting these and put them on your calendar. All right. Again, I'm going to drill in eligibility requirements. So basically, just make sure that you have what you need and make sure that you are eligible for these opportunities before you go out and do all the work. Instructions. So make sure you're following each detail, whether it is the essay length or the attachments that are needed. So most times recommendations are needed as well. So it's important to tap into your network, your coaches, your teachers, your counselors, and asking them for recommendations is huge. And taking initiative. So, these opportunities are for you all. So definitely don't feel like any scholarship is too big to apply to. So just apply anyway, right? Because these opportunities are for you all, and you have support through the Scholarship Foundation to help you all as well complete these. So just know that you have a network behind you, and no scholarship is too big. Treat it like a part-time job. Treat it like a part-time job because your efforts will pay off. All right, so I want to highlight some scholarship databases that are on the national scale. So we have Hispanic Scholarship Fund, which supports Hispanic and immigrant students pursuing higher education. We have Immigrants Rising that are focused on undocumented students and their access to college. We have the Thurgood Marshall Fund that serves students that are attending HBCUs. The United Negro College Fund really helps with African American students that are vying to go into college. We have Big Future, that is a college board that has tons of scholarships for students to apply to. And then we also have the Human Rights Campaign that suits the LGBTQI plus community and advocating, helping support those students as well. All right, so I want to highlight one major local scholarship database, which is My Scholarship Central. Has anybody in here heard of My Scholarship Central before? All right, and anybody online, have you ever heard of My Scholarship Central? So My Scholarship Central is a local database, and they have over 100 opportunities for students. Anybody in here completed their general application yet? Okay, we got some. All right, definitely would recommend for you all to complete that as soon as possible. They have over 100 different opportunities that align with you, and I'm going to talk a little bit further. So completing your general application, you complete your demographic information, as well as contact information. So putting in your email address, as well as your some other phone numbers as well. Also, there is room for high school information as well. So putting in that is key as well. And then you can also upload your most current transcript. Next, it gives you opportunity recommended list for opportunities that open. And so that is key because other students are vying for the same opportunities. So as soon as they open, they send you a message, and then you're able to apply to them as soon as possible. And it also gives you an external opportunities list for opportunities outside of My Scholarship Central as well. Any questions about My Scholarship Central at all? All right, moving forward. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about our opportunities and some information about the Scholarship Foundation of St. Louis Awards. So we offer several need-based scholarships. So we already talk about what need-based means. It means the students have greater financial need. We also offer interest-free loans as well. So we offer renewable. We talked about renewable scholarships and last dollar funding. So we assess that equation that I pulled up earlier. We assess your unmet need, and we fill that need. So we give you exactly what you need to be able to go to school. Next, applicants are selected based on academic potential, personal character, and financial need. And so we do have essays that students have to complete with the applications. So keep that in mind. And there is no general age limit for our opportunities. All right, so giving you a rundown of the eligibility criteria from the Scholarship Foundation. We looking for students that demonstrate financial need. So completing your FAFSA is very key. So at this time, we are looking for students that have the student aid index of 17,500 or less. So keep that in mind. We're also looking for students that have a minimum GPA of a 2.0. And then with our opportunities, we're looking for students that are looking to attend accredited and nonprofit institutions. And then you must be seeking your first certificate, associate, or bachelor's degree. So these are some criteria that we're looking for eligible students. All right, so each of these opportunities are located on My Scholarship Central. And our application cycle specifically opens up on January 1st, and it closes on April 15th. And so some required documents that you may need for each of these scholarships include your transcript from high school, as well as your FAFSA submission summary. So this is the summary that comes to you after you have completed your FAFSA. So that is key. as well as your financial aid award letter from schools that you have applied to. And as I mentioned earlier, there is a requirement for recommendations for these scholarships. So definitely make sure that you are tapping in with your teachers for recommendations, coaches, counselors, and mentors as well. And so if you are not eligible for FAFSA, please reach out to us and we can help you discover some alternative options. Any questions about how to apply? Any questions online? All right. Next, I want to highlight our financial aid workshop series. So these are completely free to the community, and we cover FAFSA, financial aid basics, and decision making. So definitely feel free if you have any questions after the presentation, or if anybody has any questions online about how to get connected, we can definitely share out the information, as these are completely free and online and in person. Next, I want to introduce our advising team. So we are a team of 5, including myself. We have Liliana, who is our bilingual student advisor. We have Ricky Hughes, who is also another student advisor that we have on the team. We have Dominisha, our senior student advisor, and then Teresa, our advising director. So any of us are open and willing and happy to help you all on this process to and through college. All right, so how to contact us. So our offices are located at 6825 Clayton Avenue, Suite 100. I always say by the big Amoco sign, if you all know where that is, closer to the city. Feel free to email us. Definitely check out our website for more information. And you can always connect with the advisor through the CPI if you have any questions or need any assistance. So thank you all for joining. The crowd here is very thank you for participating. Thank you all for joining online as well. I really enjoyed being here today and sharing this information. Oh, and at this time, we're going to open up for Q&A. So thank you all again.
Contact information or some type of card, because we don't have a relationship, we don't got a relationship. So how you supposed to do this?
Yeah, so student asks, is there any opportunities for additional information? So yes, I do have my business cards on me, and I can share that with you. You're welcome. Any other questions for the crowd, or any questions online? So the question is, where's the best place to search for scholarships? So personally, I would suggest My Scholarship Central. They have a ton of different scholarships for you to apply to, and it's a very easy process. I will also advise you to search through the school that you're going to. So definitely take a look at the opportunities that they have for you all, because that might be the easiest way to get connected. Good question.
Okay, I got a question.
Okay.
Okay, what's the difference between a scholarship, a grant, and a loan?
A scholarship, a grant, so the question is again, what's the difference between a scholarship, grant, and a loan? So scholarships are free, as well as grants. So grants come from state and federal. So what that might look like is Pell Grant is a federal grant. Scholarship might come from a school, as well as state grants, which looks like the Missouri Access Grant. And so both scholarship and grants does not need to be paid back. Another feature from scholarships, they might come from a foundation, they might come from a charitable organization. And then loans, they come from the government, and they do have to be repaid. There are also other loans that are out there, like private loans that you can get through the bank. but they also need to be paid back. So those are the differences between scholarship grants and loans. Good question. Any other questions from the crowd or online? Go ahead.
Can a college's financial aid office provide us with like a list of scholarships?
So the question is, can a, I'm sorry,
College's financial aid office provide us like with a list of scholarships to go to?
do a I'm sorry,
A college's financial aid office.
college's financial aid office.
Yeah, provide us with a list of scholarships.
Will they provide you with a list of scholarships?
Or
Yes.
can they?
Yes. Yes, they can provide a list of scholarships for you all to apply to. So definitely check in with their offices to get a list of those to apply to. Good question. Go ahead. Are there any specific scholarships for students that want to go through a specific major or career? Yes, all the time. So as I mentioned, there are ones for STEM. There are ones for nursing. I know that we have those at the Scholarship Foundation of St. Louis. And then there are other specific scholarships that they have at your institutions. So definitely check those out as well. So yes, there are a lot of different scholarships for a different array of different avenues that you want to go through. Great question.
Okay, so was anybody else talking?
No,
Okay,
go ahead.
So are there any scholarships available for high school students before they're senior?
Not that I know of. Usually scholarships are for you can start applying for scholarships during your senior year of high school. So no, not before your senior year. No, there are some that you can look into, but yeah, usually that process opens up for seniors in high school. Good question though. Any other questions in the crowd or online? Oh. Okay, thank you for that. I wasn't aware of that. I'm learning something new.
What how many students are eligible and receive that new era scholarship that you talked about?
How many students are eligible?
Well,
So-
how many receive it, I should say.
How many receive it?
Uh.
So it's contingent upon how many students graduate. So at this time there are over 100 slots for students. So definitely make sure that you apply for the New Era Scholarship. There are plenty of slots for students. So each year we award over 500 students each year for more than $5 million annually. So definitely make sure that you are applying for it because there's money out here, y'all. Any other questions in the crowd or online?
If I'm already in college, can I still apply for college?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you, sir.
I'm already in college for scholarships.
Still can't hear you. Can you speak up a little louder?
If,
Yes, you still can apply for scholarships while you're in college.
okay.
You have any scholarships for trades? Yes, we do. Specifically, we have students. So we have funded students that go to Rankin. So we definitely have scholarships at the Scholarship Foundation for trades. They can find them on My Scholarship Central. Yes, sir. So how long would it take for the process for you to get awarded? That's a great question. So when scholarships close, the scholarship process closes on April 15th. Is usually students usually know by late June, if they got awarded or not. Yeah, so 2-3 months. Yep. Good question. Any other questions in the crowd or online? Yes. So I've seen at the Scholarship Foundation or in general. So it really depends on how much your school lets you stack those. So I would check in with your school. So usually a few, but it really depends on the school that you're going to, and which they allow scholarships to be stacked. So I would check in with your institution. Any other questions? Any other questions online? All right. Well, if there's no questions, I definitely appreciate the participation, and I enjoyed you all today. And I hope that you learned a lot of information about scholarships, how to apply for them, where to find them. And if you have any questions, any other additional questions moving forward, here's my contact information. Feel free to reach out to me. So thank you again.
All right. Thank you, DeVonte Jackson. Give it up for him one more time. Give it up for him. So that's it for today. Miss Kelly Ingram, come up here. So we want to thank DeVonte Jackson once again for joining us and talking about scholarships and make sure you guys are good. So our juniors and seniors, please make sure that you guys are filling out applications and putting in applications for scholarships. It's very important because, like he said, there is money out here. So thank you, Riverview Gardens High Schools. Thank you all for sitting in with us. Everybody online, thank you. Right now, Miss Kelly Ingram will come over and she will announce our winner online for our gift card. So, yeah.
Let's give it up again for DeVonte on today. He gave y'all some good information on today. Good information on today. We want to give a shout out to Zoe Brown, sorry, for Hancock Place. You are the winner of our online attendance drawing on today.
Congratulations to you, Zoe. So, with that being said, that is it for today. Our next VTS will be at our What's Next Fair, November 14th at Harris Stowe State University. So look forward to that. And then we also have other What's Next Fair, November 5th. So, without further ado, we appreciate y'all. Give yourselves a hand for being in the audience with us today. That's a lot of clapping. I know. But yeah, have a great rest of y'all day online. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all soon.
Y'all know how to get some money for college now? For real, for real. For real, for real.
How many seniors? Y'all started applying? Y'all started looking at scholarships yet?
Y'all got schools in mind that y'all want to go to?
The questions you were supposed to ask.
They was asking some good questions.
You can still ask them. Here you go, pick one.
So that new area scholarship.
I know you did.
Anybody else need